everybody, Nick here, and I am here to share with you guys that I am starting my journey on a GLP-1. Now, today I took my first shot, and I just wanted to give you guys a little background and take you on a journey. Hopefully it'll help me, hopefully it'll help you stay on your path to a new body and health, because health is wealth. So I'm gonna keep looking down because I got some notes, so bear with me. So I just wanted to tell you guys, give you guys a little bit of background, because it's been a tumultuous situation when me trying to get on a GLP-1. So first I heard about it back like 3 or 4 years ago. And so I went to my doctor and I asked him about it, and he was like, oh yeah, that's great. It works for a lot of people. A lot of my patients get it. I'll prescribe it to you. So I'm like, okay, cool. I called my girlfriend like, girl, I'm about to get this. She's like, oh, me too, blah, 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 right? And so I go, he prescribes it to me. I go to pick it up at my pharmacy, and my pharmacist was like, it's going to be $1,300. Yeah, $1,300. So I'm like, $1,300? And this is for 1 month. I'm like, absolutely not. So I go home and I tell my husband I'm upset or whatever. And he's like, well, $1,300. He was like, so, and I'm like, but babe, that's for 1 month. We're not spending that much on 1 month. So apparently my insurance didn't cover it. And so my girlfriend get hers. She only got to pay like $25 copay. I'm sick, right? So I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'm going do what I do, and I'm going to work out, and I'm going to do this. And I was losing the weight. I came down pretty good. Like, really, I did. I came down pretty good, but the weight just kept coming back. I kept falling off. And so finally, fast forward, we moved from Philly to Jersey, and I got a new doctor, and my job got a new insurance company. And so this insurance company, when they sent out the information, they also said that they have a weight management program. So I'm like, cool, yes. And Wegovy is one of the things that they offer. So I'm like, all right, bet. So I sign up for everything. I go and do everything. And I'm like, okay, so what do I have to do? I go to my doctor. I prescribe. I asked her to give me a prescription. She gives me a prescription. And same thing happens. They don't cover it. And I'm confused because now they have this program that covers it. So I call around and I'm trying to figure out, if y'all have this program that covers it, then what is the issue with me? My body mass index is through the roof. You know, what, I gotta be dead for y'all to give it to me? So they like, you know, it's certain parameters. So I'm trying to get around these parameters. We have a health fair at the job. I go up to the insurance company like, hey, listen, I've been trying to get this, and this, and y'all been playing with me. The guy like, all right, do this, and this, right? So I go back to my doctor. I'm like, all right, they said do this, and this. She put the thing in again. I guess she did this, and this, and they still was like, no. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So I'm trying to work out. I'm trying to do it a different way, trying to figure out how I can get this done. So, you know, so I moved on. And so then me and my husband, just a month or two ago, because every time at the end of the year, we try to figure out how we can get rid of or spend up all the FSA. Like, FSA doesn't carry over but like $600. We have like $3,000 in there, and we always screaming because we don't use it, because most of the time we're healthy, thank God. So we don't be using it like that. So I went on a website, because I'm like, I'm not doing it next year because I don't want to scramble at the end of the year. I don't want to have to pay this money throughout the year. Like, it's money that could be in my pocket, whatever. So me and my husband looking at this new insurance, and when open enrollment came up, we looking at the, not new insurance, but we looking at the open enrollment. And so we thinking like, okay. So then I started looking at the FSA again, and I noticed that they cover the medication. So I'm like, oh shit, why didn't I never think about that? Now I got like $2,800 on this FSA card, because they give you a little debit card, and why didn't I think about that? So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go through hers. So I go through hers or whatever, and they like, yeah, and I had the consultation with the the nurse practitioner, she's like, yeah, you're a great candidate, blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, okay, cool. Now I can get it. I'm excited. I called my girlfriend like, girl, I just figured this out. She's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. So I'm like, all right, yeah. Child, why I put the card, like, you pay with the debit card. So I pay with the debit card, and they keep saying they're not getting the payment. They're not getting the payment. So the messed up part about doing hers, and I don't know about Roll and all of them, but the online versions of these things is that you don't have anybody that you can pick up the phone and say, hey, can you explain this to me? So it's a messaging thing, and the messaging thing say, they'll get back to you in 4 hours. They don't always get back to you in 4 hours. So if something goes wrong, it really sucks. Like, I need to pick up the phone and talk to somebody really quick. I don't know how y'all feel, but that's how I feel. So I kind of didn't like that part of it. But, so I didn't really care for the fact that, I couldn't pick up the phone and call somebody to say, can you explain to me what's going on or whatever. So finally, I was just like, let me call the FSA people and see what's going on. So I called them. They was like, because I had like a hold on there because I needed to submit a receipt or something like that, whatever. But I had got that squared away. So I'm like, well, what's going on now? Why is my doctor saying that they're not getting a payment? And so she looks on there and she was like, oh, so with the GLP-1, we need the doctor's a letter of necessity, and then I need to pay the money up front and they will reimburse me. I ain't like that because FSA be acting funny, and I just know if I would have put, because with hers it was like $1,195, like $1,195 for 6 months, and I was like, oh, I'm hype about that because, like I told you, they wanted $1,300 for 1 month under the old insurance. It was saying that I need to pay them, and then they will reimburse me, but I ain't want to have to pay them $1,100-$1,200 and then they be like, oh, it still wasn't covered, so we can't reimburse you. I didn't want to do that because FSA is finicky as hell. So I was like, damn, back to the drawing board. So I'm trying to figure it out. So I went back to my doctor again. This is like the 4th time that I'm trying to get them to get it right. Went back to my doctor again and was like, can you put this prescription in? She put the prescription in. I said, I had to call her and say, no. She put the prescription in. The pharmacy called me and was like, listen, your insurance is not covering this. Your doctor needs to put in a pre-authorization, blah, 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 blah. So I called back like, can you tell her to put it in again? Make sure she puts in a pre-authorization and make sure she does what the insurance people told me to tell her to do so that I can get approved. 3 days later or 2 days later, I get a text from my pharmacy saying, the medication, the prescription is in. And then like a day after that, I got, because I was really confused. So a day after that, I got a text from the insurance saying they approved it. I was like, oh my God, so they approved it. Yes. So I'm hype. So then I get another text from the insurance like, because only me, like this has been a struggle and a half. They text me and say, okay, we don't carry this in the store, so we have to order it. So now I gotta wait again. So 2 weeks go by, and I'm like, Dad, when they gonna get it? I keep checking it. So I'm tracking it, trying to figure out when is this medication coming in. And so finally I was like, well, can't they just send it to another pharmacy who carries it and they can cover it or whatever? So I called them. And I asked the question, and they was like, "Oh yeah, sure." And so they called the next closest pharmacy to them, and they was like, "Yeah, we have it." So I was like, "Okay." So within like maybe 2 hours, my prescription was filled. I'm like, "What the hell is this? Like, why do I have to go through so much?" But all good things don't come easy. You gotta fight for it. So I finally got the prescription, and so then I got it, I think Tuesday or Wednesday or something like that, but I didn't want to take it until today, which is Friday, because I took off today, and plus I work from home on Fridays, and so yeah, just in case I had any side effects, anything, if I feel nausea, anything, any side effects or whatever, I don't have to be in the office dealing with that. So yeah, so that was that. And so now I have it or whatever, and I took it today. And later on today in the video, I am going to show y'all me taking it for the first time. And so my starting weight, I'm going to give you guys my stats. My starting weight is 244.8. I just weighed that this morning, empty stomach. My goal weight is 180 pounds. Now, my first milestone that I want to hit is I want to fit in my wedding gown. So, little short story within a short story, within a long story. I was a 2020 bride. And so we were getting married in 2020, and everything was great. And then COVID hit, and we were doing a destination wedding. And so things got really tricky. We ended up rescheduling it. Like, I want to say once we rescheduled it, and then the next time it was just like, we might as well just not do it because COVID was alive and well and just wrecking everything. And so I didn't end up having my wedding, but I did get married, and we have an awesome marriage. So I would take that over a big wedding any day. Now, I was 215 at the time, 220 at the time. And so that's about like 30 pounds that I need to lose to get to that weight that I was. So with that being said, I am a new YouTuber, so make sure you guys like, comment something encouraging, and subscribe to your girl, and we can do this together. Stay tuned for the fitting of the dress, or not fitting of the dress, and the first shot. Thanks, guys. Y'all know anybody who needs a stuff right now, I will give it to them for very, very low price. But right now, she's broke, so all right. I'm never got to wear her. My might wear her for me. I think the happy wedding over the big. I mean, the happy marriage over the big wedding. But I don't think this thing will go past my thighs. I swear, y'all. Let's see. All right. I'm ready again. No. Wait a minute. She ain't coming to face my hips. Oh, maybe she. Oh, maybe she. No, I think all right. Nope, she ain't gonna face here. So this is what she's looking like right now. Ooh, you're right. Okay. So she ain't gonna pass that for dunk. So I got some work to do. I'm gonna take y'all on a journey with me. Let's get back in the dress. Maybe we'll have, so we've been married for 5 years, but maybe we'll have a ceremony or something once I get in there. But all right, let's get a roll. So I didn't take my shot yet. I'm gonna go do that now. I'm gonna take y'all with me. I'm gonna do it right here, I guess. So here we go. I'm supposed to take this off. And then to push it up against your skin. Need the boob buckle. Hold it there. Together. Okay. That was painless. I took my first Wegovy shot. It's gonna be like, it's like, no.